This is an exploration of visual scripting template. The visual scripting template is useful if you want to see how the visual script look like. To view the visual script is visible by selecting any of the script graph. Okay, for example, here we have raycasting, distance checking. So if you choose any of those graph, you can actually see the script for the graph. Okay, you go to script graph editor and choose any script. It will show you the graph in your main scene. Okay, you have scene, you have script graph editor. To zoom in and zoom out, you just scroll your mouse wheel. Okay, if I zoom in, I can see these are the script. It is created by nodes and connecting lines. Okay, but this is not the basic script, so we skip this script graph first. We go to the simple example. Let's go to tap to trigger animation example. You see the preview here. The previewer can be moved around. Okay, and you can actually test it by using your own face or using the multimedia character. Okay, you have person 3, 4, 5, 6, so you choose whichever you like or use your own camera feed. Okay, now we expand the tap to trigger from the object window. Okay, if you can see, there are some with edit me indicator at the end, so this is where you can play around with the content. Okay, so if you untick and tick, for example, I untick this one and then untick this content. Okay, so the content is actually where our content, which is the duck, and this is actually the script. So if you tick untick, it doesn't have any effect. Okay, so we edit the content, expand the content. The color correction is just the color effect. Okay, so if you want to remove the color effect, you tick untick this one. The duck name ducky here is right there, so if you tap on it, it will move and make a sound effect. Okay, what we can do is, if you want to remove the instruction text, you can untick these two elements. Sorry if my screen is too small, so if I untick this instruction set, it's gone. Now let's go to the duck. The duck can be moved and transformed. Okay, so if you select the duck key and then go to the transform properties. Okay, the transform properties is somewhere here. We can play around with the scale. For example, let's set the scale to half. Currently it's 0.1. If I change to 0.05, okay, and then I paste to coordinate y axis and z axis, so it's become smaller. So I have a smaller duck. Right, after it's after it finish playing, it go back to its original size. Okay, let's try to change other properties. Let's try the scale here. Okay, now it's fixed. So the scale should be set somewhere here. Wait, small. So if you want to duplicate this, let's say you want 2 ducks, what you can do is right click, tap to trigger animation by example, and then duplicate. So I got 2 of this effect, but they are overlapping. So what you can do is you can change the coordinate for the second one. Okay, so this is tap to trigger animation example number 2. It's auto numbered. So maybe you can change the position. Let's say we move to 1, and then y1, z1. Okay, if you want to make it farther, maybe 5. Alright, so now I've got 2 of those. Okay, and they move together. Right, shift 7.